Good evening, everyone. Hope my voice is clear. Okay, thank you. So, one more time, good evening, everyone. And today we are going to learn about the business etiquettes. So, in the today's world, there are two types of etiquettes. One is like social etiquette, and the second is like business etiquettes. In social etiquette, uh, we behave very normally, casually, but in okay. So we are discussing about this social etiquette. So social etiquette, it's like plays a major role with the genders, and the business etiquettes are like played with the role of an hierarchy and a power. Here gender has no role. Alright. In business etiquettes we have to behave very particularly and specifically, while in social etiquette we behave very casually. Why in social etiquettes we behave so casually? If we practice, then only will become a perfect at the time of business etiquettes. For example, at our home, how we behave. Our parents usually teach us since childhood. Please learn the manners and etiquettes, how to talk with the elders, how to sit, how to walk, how to present ourselves. This is all are the small etiquettes. In the same manner, in a business etiquette, also we have to take care of ourselves, where we have to behave very nicely and professionally. That is called etiquettes. So we are going to learn different types of business etiquettes. Could you please tell me what is your understanding about an etiquette? Could you please drop a message on the Dropbox? I mean, what, according to you, what are the types of an etiquettes? There are many etiquettes. Okay, so I'm going to tell you there are how many types of etiquettes. So first is like dressing etiquettes, there are email etiquettes, there are like how to behave in an office premises. Alright, so one by one we are going to learn about the business etiquettes. Okay, so now why etiquettes is important. So etiquette is a code of behavior that expectations for social behavior according to the contemporary conventional norms within a society, social class, or a group. Why business etiquettes? It differentiates you from the other persons. And why it is important? Because in this today's competitive world, we have to stand different from the crowd, from the group, and that shows from our etiquettes, which gives you confidence, which gives you excellence, and which gives you quality, and automatically it modifies our behavior and develops our skills, and that shows our professionalism. Now, whenever we meet any person, any individual, so first major important etiquette is how to introduce ourselves, right? So by doing a handshake, we have to meet each other and we have to introduce ourselves, right? For example, if I want to introduce and thank Ms. Jyoti, so I will say, thank you Jyoti for giving me such a wonderful opportunity, and I appreciate for that. So what I'm doing here, I am saying the person's name. The person's name, to remember the person's name is an important role. So to know the person's name is very important. While we are introducing anybody, we have to know the person's first name. Alright, so if you don't know the person's first name, that's fine, no problem at all. Say sorry, and then you can say, I'm so sorry, could you please remind me your first name? So That is also a good gesture and an etiquette. Alright, so while doing a handshake, you can introduce each other. So there is also an etiquette how to do a handshake. So whenever you are doing a handshake, you have to do like this. This web to web should be interconnected. Do a handshake 1, 2 and 3 and leave. Your handshake should be firm. Don't do your handshake like from the two hands like this. Yes, hi, how are you? Don't do like this. This shows very awkward. Maybe that the another person is not comfortable while doing such kind of a handshake. Usually, the boys, I'm not like saying only boys or a male. It happens. It is like a natural because we do such handshake with our friends, with our family friend, with our relative, and the same habit we are behaving at the time of a corporate meeting or when we meet somebody else in the offices, in the corporates. The same habits we use at the time of the corporates. So never ever do such kind of a handshake. Just do a handshake 1, 2 and leave. That is basic etiquette. So while doing a handshake, introduce yourself nicely, and while introducing yourself, please say 1 or 2 lines about her or him. That is a good gesture. Alright, now the next is again a very important thing is while you are introducing anybody, while doing a handshake, your eye contact should be well maintained. Why? Because it gives that importance. Yes, I'm interested in your conversation. Yes, I'm interested in your talk. That gives again an importance. So remember, while introducing yourself, or maybe someone has introducing to you, please do a handshake, whether it's a male or whether it's a female, it doesn't matter. Okay, yes, that is called handshake etiquette. Now the next is we are going to see about the email etiquettes. Now email etiquettes, again, it's a very important due to this COVID period, or maybe this lockdown period. We are having everything online, so we should have an online etiquette as well. So one part comes is like email etiquette, because nowadays we are having a conversation, we are having a link, we are having a connection via emails, via WhatsApp, there are social media, so we should have an etiquette as well. As again, I'll take an example of Miss Jyoti. She is has in skills that she is like coordinating everything each on WhatsApp group. She is in managing, coordinating well, so that's the reason we are here today. So why? Again, that is an etiquette, because we are following and we are maintaining a professionalism. The same at the time of an email etiquette. Email etiquette is so new, the rules are evolving because of our increased use of email. Some general rules of etiquette should be observed. Need of email etiquette should be professionalism, efficiency, protection from liability. So there are few email etiquette rules. So number 1, be conscious and to the point. Use proper spelling, grammar and punctuation. Make it personal. Avoid using BCC and CCC unnecessarily. I have seen many emails. There are like, if you want to send a bulk emails, so all are like sending to everyone. Why there is a need? So we have to keep in mind, because we all are so professional and we are into a corporate world, so it is again an etiquette. If you want to send, or if you want to reply someone else to the concerned person only, so make sure you reply to that concerned person only. No need to do a reply all, because unnecessarily all persons are getting that emails pop-ups. So no use of doing and reply all. So make sure you should do only reply. Alright, check whether the email is in a proper format. The spelling should be correct. Your content should be precise. Don't do a lengthy email. No use of it. Make it short and simple so that the receiver should get a proper message from your email, because nobody reads your entire email. They will check the subject line. Yes, again, a subject line is very important. What is that all about, that email? So make sure your subject line should be proper and precise. From the subject line, that person should come to know what's it in that email. All right, and make sure your attachment should be attached. Whatever documents you want to enclose it, make sure it should be attached. Make sure you should check while sending. Before sending the email, check your content. It should be proper. Have you written the important message? Have you attached the file or not? Please check once. I repeat, please check once or maybe twice. Check that your email ID is proper or not. Sometimes it happens that email ID is not written, it is not incorrect, and then you will get a bounce email. All right, now the next is use a meaningful subject. Okay, then take care of with the abbreviations and the emotions. Don't write a shortcut email. While we are having in a WhatsApp chat or maybe any other chat, we use shortcut languages, but at the time of the email, make sure you should write all the sentence in a proper sentence and in a proper word. Do not use any shortcut. Now the next is, this is all about the email etiquettes. Now we are going to see the next etiquettes is like your dining etiquettes. Yes, in the corporates, dining etiquettes is also very, very important. Why it is so important? Why? Because there are so many corporate gatherings. There are lunch, there is a dinner, there is a business breakfast also. Everything is like organized by the corporates. So at the time, again, we have to follow the etiquettes. If we are having a group lunch or maybe a dinner, so we have to give respect to the elders. Again, we have to give respect to the female employees. We have to offer them for seat. And while we are having a common table, so at that time, make sure you should order collectively. You should take a mutual decision. And remember one thing, do not order expensive items, because that time maybe some other person feels so guilty. So we have to take care of others' choices also. So ask other also, what is your choice, what do you like to have. And yes, that is also again a manners. If you are living in a group, if you are having a common employees, so we should know other person's choices as well, what they like and dislike. So at the time of that table, at the time of a dining moment, if we know somebody's choice, so it will feel so grateful. Yeah, that person, that my colleague, that my employees is knowing my choice. It feels so grateful. So it saves your time as well. So please be on time at the time of a dinner or maybe a lunch. Wait to sit until host and hostess indicates the seating arrangement. Stand on the right side of your chair and enter from your left. Do not enter from the right. Put your napkin in your lap. Decide on your menu selection quickly. Never order the most expensive item, which I have already told you. Wait for all people to be served before beginning. Now, which silverware to use, which food, this is also very, very important. And yes, if you are using a fork, so please use from the left hand, and the spoon should be used from the right hand. That is again a dining etiquette. Now the next is, wait until everyone has to be served before you begin to eat. Salt and pepper pass together. If someone has a salt, so please pass salt and pepper together. Then generally pass food to the right hand side. Do not pass from the left hand side, and make sure there should be a space while passing the food. Do not overlap. Do not tray your food. Do not make noise, and do not gossip too much with your neighbor. It again shows indecency. So please make sure while having your lunch or a dinner or maybe a breakfast with your colleagues or maybe with your employees, you should maintain all this decency, because this matters a lot. Now don't eat with your mouth full. Again, it shows very bad. Keep one hand in your lap unless you are sitting with the European style. Remove anything from your mouth with the same implement that it went it with. Eat at a moderate speed. Do not chew too fast so that somebody will look so odd. Try to maintain some polite dinner conversation. Do not talk too much so that your next person should get bored. Maybe he's so busy with the eating food, because everybody is like very busy with the delicious food, so nobody will like to listen to what you are talking about. So again, you have to think what I am talking, which topic is important, which topic is not important at the time of your dining session. All right, and never ever medicate yourself at the table. Someone has an habit that they feel so awkward what to talk and what not to talk. It happens when the senior persons are there and junior persons are invited for a lunch or maybe a dinner. So at that time we feel so awkward what to talk, what not to talk, what conversation is going on, because we feel so hesitate, because we are not confident what to speak. But at least you should listen to them. That is again an etiquette. We should nod what's going on. At least we have no knowledge about what the matter is going on, but at least we can respond them by nodding our head. At least we can smile yes or no, so that the person should know that yes, we are listening to them and we are like interesting in their topic. Now the next is like our telephonic etiquettes. This is again very important. When you initiate a call, identify you. Okay, whenever you are receiving any call, please make sure you should introduce yourself, show your identity, who you are. And again, vice versa, it is also important to know to whom you are talking, because sometimes it happens if you're calling to an XYZ person and that person is not receiving your call, somebody else is calling, somebody else is like receiving your call, so you don't know that he or she is that the person. So make sure you should know, yes, am I calling to a right person or not. Till date I am practicing a same habit. Whenever I am calling to my family member, still I am asking that, is it the right time to talk with you? Am I talking to my mother, or maybe my sister, or maybe my sister-in-law? Because it happens, anybody can receive your call. It might happen because maybe that person is busy with some other work, so maybe some other person will receive your call. So it is very important to check whether that right person is receiving your call or not. Whenever I call to my mom, I ask, mother, it is the right time to talk with you. So my mother will say, okay, why you are asking this question to me? I am not working over here. But yes, mother also may be busy, maybe she is also a human being, she is also like busy with some other work, so we should take a permission whether she has interest, she is in a mood, or she is in a right time to talk with us or not. The same thing we have to apply when we call to anybody else at the time of an office. Alright, and yes, at the time of a telephone, your voice should be clear. There should be no voice surrounding you. Make sure you should have a pen and paper in front of you if you want to note down some messages from that person. Alright, and yes, if that person is not available, so please make sure you should ask When can I talk with that right person? When is it a good time? Always take a permission. Okay? And yes, if that person says to you, okay, yes, I'm busy right now, give me a call after like 1 hour, or maybe call in the evening. So make sure you should call that person. That shows an etiquette, because he has no work with you, but you have some work. Maybe that is an urgency because you want to speak with him. That is your duty, not his job. So please make sure you should return a call if he asks you to call back after a 1 hour, or maybe a like after in the evening. Okay. Again, whenever you are into a meeting or maybe into any kind of discussion, make sure your phone should be on a silent mode. Again, make it on a ringing, but your ring mode should be very, very decent. I have seen many of the youngsters, or maybe the like employees and the colleagues, their ringtones are very annoying. So please make sure your ringtone should be decent, simple and sober. But it's my request, at the time of your meeting, make sure your ringtone should be on vibration mode, so that it won't get any disturbance in that moment. Now the next is like, again, there are few etiquettes at the time of a telephonic. So identify yourself when making a call. Address the caller by his name in a courteous manner. Keep conversation brief. Please do not talk too much on the phone, because we don't know that the person is really interested in our conversation or not. Whether that person keeps our phone on hold or mute, whether we don't know that person is listening to our conversation or not. So make sure your conversation on telephone should be brief and precise. Never be impatient. Listen carefully. Do not interrupt. Do not eat or chew something while speaking on phone. If you wish to put the caller on hold, request his permission to do so. And again, say sorry or say thank you for keeping your phone on hold, and sorry to keep you on wait. Close your conversation with an appropriate salutation. Let the caller hang up first. In case of missed call, return the call within a reasonable period of time, as I already mentioned it. Someone calls you by mistake, that may happen. So at that time, inform the caller. Managing your angry callers. Listen his problem or complaint carefully. Do not interrupt him. Let him finish the whole thing first. Do not say, no, you're wrong. You're the wrong person. You're calling to the wrong number. Do not say that. Please say nicely. If they ask you, am I talking to XYZ person? If you're not that person, say, no, sorry, wrong number. You have called the wrong number. That's it. Alright? But do not overreact it. You should be good in your area of work and investigate about his complaint or a problem and solve it. Tell him the process of solving the problem. Do not mislead. Call him back when you have the solution. This feedback is important. Now, the next is office etiquettes. Now, what is office etiquettes? This is again important. When we have a huge office, when we have cubicles, when we have cabins, these etiquettes again are very, very important. This shows our personality. So those who follow good office etiquettes are promoted and give choice assignments. Yes, because from human nature, behavior and personality, this works. Not only we fulfill our target and achieve a good result and give business, that is the part of that, but again, human nature and behavior also plays an important role. Those who are seen as crass, as passed over, or have their employment terminated. Be self-aware, use common sense, mind your own business, Never go over your superior's head. Obey your company's business dress code. Treat every employee with the same respect. Do not do a discrimination, do not disrespect. Please respect each and every individual, not only seniors. Please, those who work into your office, maybe that an housekeeping person, maybe that a service person, whosoever, please respect them, because each and every individual and human being are important. Do not only wish to a senior person, please at least wish to a housekeeping and a lower employees as well. Give them a respect, take care of them as well. That works a lot. I'm not saying you have to do a betraying, but from your bottom of your heart, wish them. Again, you have to wish not only a good morning, but those who have their birthdays or anniversary, or those who have like achieved their targets and they have won any award. So please make sure you should wish them, whosoever it may be, maybe from your respective branch or maybe not from your department, but at least you should know that person's name, and please make sure you should wish them, right? So again, it is an etiquette. Then treat every employee with the same respect. Do not post things of an offensive nature. Now, why there is a firing employees? What is the reason for it? Just because of a bad language, excessive workplace gossip, drinking on the job, living without telling anyone, too many personal calls. These are the reasons. Yes, few of them are like gossiping with their friends and colleagues on office hours. They are having tobacco, they are drinking, they are smoking. Smoking is like a common factor, but again, it doesn't look nice. Whatever the smile comes up, it irritates sometimes. So make sure if you are having anything like tobacco or maybe smoking, make sure you should have a mouth freshener. That is also one type of etiquette. Again, one more thing, if you are having a non-veg in the lunch or maybe onion, please make sure you should have a mouth freshener, because if you have a yummy and delicious food in the lunch, having chicken biryani and onion, and then after that you must be having some important meeting, you must be having some appointment, and you are going there. So tell me, how do you feel like that? So we are not feeling so comfortable. So make sure you should have a mouth freshener. And while you are having the smoking also, please make sure you should have a mouth freshener or just chewing gum, because that smells doesn't look nice. Now, the next is like your bad hygiene, bad habits, wastefulness with people. This is also a bad etiquette. Bad hygiene. Yes, we are going to say in addressing etiquettes. In an office etiquettes, show a healthy respect for colleagues, experience and expertise. Exhibit a positive attitude and know what your role will be on the team. How can I best assist? Leave your personal life at the front door. Do not discuss your personal life with your colleagues. That doesn't look good. Inquire about the proper way to respond to co-workers, superiors, supervisors and clients. Okay. So in an office etiquette, please greet everyone, be punctual, have space, be on time, play the host, your posture, your communication, your credibility, your compliments. Please give compliments. Whosoever looks good, not only good, maybe you like someone's shirt or maybe a watch or maybe a hairstyle or maybe a dressing style. Please compliment, make someone day, make someone happy, make someone smiling. So that is also an etiquette. Speak well of your co-workers. That is an important factor. Please do not speak bad about anyone into your life. Nobody is bad, nobody is good. If you think you are good, you are good. If you think you are bad, you are bad. It all depends upon our nature and our behavior. So please again have that kind of nature, that you should not talk bad about anyone, and be your own boss. If you feel that you are the only own boss, then you feel so grateful and you feel so happy, and you'll get more and more interest and confidence into your work. If you're busy talking about other person and gossiping, and we are having lots of negativity in our mind, so we are not getting happiness and we are not happy with our job. And that is the main reason, because we don't have our personal interest. Somebody is like working just for the sake of money, because they are not liking their job profile. So please do not do that. So next is like meeting etiquettes. Avoid swear words and vulgar references. Poor communicating skill is not professionalism. Avoid personal questions during meeting. Whosoever gets to the door first should open it and hold for others who are following. This etiquette you have to follow when you are like entering into any meeting room, or maybe while you are using a lift. Please offer other and then you enter it. Turn off your cell phone ringer, except voicemail and text messaging only. I already told you. Next is your business card etiquettes. Always have a business card with you. Have it in a good shape and update it. Have it readily available. Be selective about distributing. Do not circulate your business card with each and every individual. You think if that my business card is important to give to that person, or that is a concerned person and that person is the right person where I can share my business card, you can. Do not circulate to each and everybody, because value your business card. Present it in an appropriate time and manner. Please share it in this manner. If you can hold and like this, and whenever somebody is giving to in business card, please receive in this manner only. Okay. Now the next is like your dressing etiquettes. Your dressing etiquette should look professional. Your dress should be so well ironed, neat, clean and hygienic. It should be simple, but it should look classy. You should look well groomed. It gives you a wow factor. Alright. I'm not saying your dressing sense should be well branded, but it should be well ironed, it should be well clean, and it suits you. How you carry yourself, that is very, very important. I have seen many of the male and female, they think today is not an important day, I don't want to meet any customer today, there is no client meeting today, so I should wear like this, only casual wear. And on the same day that happens, on the time there should be an urgent meeting or some emergency comes up, and then we have to attend that meeting, and at that moment we feel so awkward and uncomfortable that today I am not in a proper dress up. How I'll face that person, how I'll attend that training, how I'll attend that meeting, how I'll handle that client, just because of our dressing sense. Trust me, yes, it is very, very important how we dress ourselves, how we keep ourselves healthy, hygienic. It matters a lot. It gives us inner confidence. Alright, so make sure your dressing should be perfect. Grooming is fundamental. Hair clean and style appropriately. Clean nails, very, very important. Why our nails should be clean, neat, trim and hygienic? Because we use our hand movements very frequently, we use our body language all the time, so your nails should be neat and clean. Especially I have seen many boys that their thumbnail and this nail is like long. Why? I have no idea. And on the top they are applying nail paint as well. Why it is required? So it doesn't look good. So make sure male should have their nails should be trimmed, clean and hygienic. On the other side, girls, you can have your nails long, but it should be a small length, it should be well trimmed, it should be well nail painted, and make sure your nail paint should be of same color. Hands and feet, do not use so funky, do not do nail art because it doesn't look good and it doesn't look so professional. So make sure your nail paint should be of nude color or a light color. Clean nails, skin and teeth. Yes, many professionals wear makeup. It depends upon field to field and depends upon your professional to professionalism. Yes, you can carry or you can wear a makeup, but it should be a very decent, it should not be so loud. Okay, boys, male, yes, you can also have makeup. I'm not saying a makeup like a female, but yes, you can have a clean shave. You can also apply some kind of a moisturizer. You can have aftershave cream so that your face looks good, charming, handsome and energetic. Check fragrance and clothing care. It should not be so loud and irritating. It should be a mild, it should not be so strong. Now, professional work etiquettes and professional work dressing etiquettes. What you have to wear, what not you have to wear, you have to decide. If you are having a normal day, you can wear your normal shirt and a trouser. Again, that is important, that your trouser length should be proper. It should not be so long, it not be so short. Alright. For the female, for the male, your belt and your shoe color should be of same color. If you are wearing a black shoe, so make sure your belt should be of a same color. Okay, there is a combination with your watch as well. If you are having a black shoe, black belt, so make sure your watch should be of black color only. That is in combination. If you are wearing a brown, because it is in a trend, if you are wearing a brown shoe, so make sure your belt should be of a brown color and watch belt should be of same color. Same with the girls as well. Alright, your dressing style should be very proper. Make sure your combination should be perfect. Don't wear so funky, so stylish, so loud color. Make sure that color suits to you. Alright, please keep your 2 pair of clothing. Maybe it should be a professionalism, but it should be clean, neat and hygienic. Alright, and then please have a tie. It gives you again a professionalism. Whether you are attending any kind of a meeting, whether you are having any webinar, whether you are having any client meeting, please have tie. It gives you again a professionalism. Alright, make sure your folder, it should be up to the mark. You should have eaten every stationery in your bag, and your shoe should be well polished. You should have a handkerchief in your bag. It doesn't mean that every cosmetic or every skincare should be in female bag only. Male should also keep all this stuff in your bag, because why? Whenever you want to go for a client meeting, before visiting anybody, make sure you should look handsome, neat and clean. Make sure you should freshen up before meeting anyone. So for that reason, you should also keep all this stuff in your bag so that you feel more comfortable, energetic and professionalism. Right? Now come back to the female dressing etiquettes. In the female dressing etiquettes, Now for the female there are more options. You can wear again a shirt and a trouser, again you can tug in, again your shoe and belt should be of same color, okay? But again the important thing is that your footwear, very very important. I have seen many girls, those who are using an high heels, they are making a noise. That is not a good etiquette. So whenever you are wearing a high heel, so make sure it should be a decent one. Girls, do not use too much of accessories while you are going to office or attending meeting or a client meeting. Always carry a decent dressing sense, have a decent makeup, do not use a loud makeup, do not wear hanging earrings, too much of earrings, too much of fancy hairstyle. It should be neat, clean and simple and sober. If your hair is still shoulder length, you can keep it open, otherwise make it simple and sober hairstyle, make it a ponytail, or you can keep it open. It's up to you, but you should carry yourself very well. Alright, girls have a habit to use too much of accessories, but make sure you should avoid at the time of the corporates whenever you go to the office. If you want to do a fashion, you can do it, but it should be a later on. Alright, now this is all about the dressing etiquettes, and why dressing etiquettes is important, because it gives an impression, it gives you a confidence as well. So this is all about the dressing etiquettes. So we have seen dressing etiquettes, we have seen email etiquettes, we have seen office etiquettes, we have seen meeting etiquettes, and we have seen email etiquettes. So do you have any question regarding the etiquettes? I hope this session is useful for each and everyone. Thank you all. If you have any question, please ask. I would like to answer. Okay, so I believe so okay, you have enjoyed this session, and I believe so this session is useful for each and everyone. This session is for each and every individual, those who are like working in the corporates, not only in the corporates. This session is useful for each and every individual. So please maintain your personality, be a good human being, upgrade yourself, polish your personality, have good nature, have a good behavior, because it gives you a life, it gives you a confidence, it's boost up your confidence level, it's build up your personality, because etiquettes is all about your personality. From your etiquettes we can not judge, but we can come to know what type of a person you are. So make sure you should maintain your healthy and professional personality. Thank you. All the best. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.